Are we? Oh, we're not going.
Are you starting? Yeah, but I can cut it to whenever, so you can just start whenever you want and start as many times. Did you start?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Zoom in on the camera.
Mike Krzyzewski. History be made today as Coach K goes after win number 1,000. Becomes the first Division I men's coach to win 1,000 games.
Have you ever had that voice in your head that says, you can do this, you've got this? For me, that voice has always said, how can I do this? How can I be better? How can I win? Now, as many of you may know, I played basketball for Francis Howe over the past 2 years, and I love the organization. I wanted to make it as best as I could to the best of my abilities. Now, in order to do so, I had to seek outside help, outside of my practices and games, and I went to a man named Brett Ledbetter. Now, Brett does something very interesting where he does these interviews with not only collegiate level, but professional level coaches and athletes, and he shows us these interviews. One of the most influential interviews that he showed me, the one that impacted me the most, was that of Mike Krzyzewski. Now, Mike was asked, what drives winning? Mike answered with character. He believed character is what drove the process to which in the end he would see the result. For him, that would be winning a basketball game. Now, Mike believed in the person over the player. He believed who you are as a person motivated how you played in your game. That's why he always wanted to raise his kids up into men. He was a true maker of men. He was an all-sport Hall of Famer. All right. Over his 42-year coaching career, Mike has had many milestones that he's accomplished, many career accomplishments. For example, he has coached through over 1,000 career victories, making him the all-time winningest men's basketball coach. He served in the U.S. military for 5 years. This is basically where he built the foundation for success for years to come. He found out what worked for him, what didn't. This is where he just built the foundation, you know? All right. He has won 5 national championships, making him the second highest coach in NCAA men's history, right behind John Wooden. He has been a part of the coaching staff of Team USA since 1979. Now, with Team USA, he's won not only 2 bronze medals and 2 silver medals, but also 11 gold medals with Team USA. He has been named Coach of the Year 16 times, not only in the ACC, but the NCAA League as a whole. When you're a good coach and you've got the foundation for success and a good team, you will get recognized, and this man definitely deserves recognition. Now, who he was as a man, I feel is best described by players that he has coached in the past. And there's a common trend between all what his players say about him. They all say that he's not only their friend, or he's not only their coach, but also their friend. And they all say he has a passion. He has a passion. He has a passion for teaching. He has a passion for the game. He viewed everyone as an important player, and more importantly, as a person. You know, he always wanted them to just dream bigger, reach higher, and he would help them every step of the way. That concludes my presentation of Coach K. I hope you seriously consider inducting him into your Hall of Fame. Thank you. Do I have any questions?
Did you consider the fact that you're putting a coach and an athlete, not an athlete, into the Hall of Fame? And how do you measure all like the other stuff?
So, with that, it doesn't specifically say. It just says All Sport Hall of Fame, and this man is definitely in the sport world. He's definitely recognized. He's one of the most respected men in the sports world, you know? So,
do you think he's been able to win like more games based on like how much talent he received from scouting and stuff, rather than outperforming the other coach?
I think it goes both ways. Basically, you know, how your team runs as a whole. Anybody can have skill, but to orchestrate it all together and have them all work together like that, that's a very unique talent that he has above the rest of the coaches in professional and collegiate level basketball.
Was Coach K ever had like a losing season where he did not have a very good roster?
Over his year, I believe he's had 4 seasons that was under 500. It was 4 or 5. I don't remember off the top of my head. All right, looks like that concludes it.